Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Smoke. Let's go.
Walk on, bro. We're here, bro. We're live, fam. Ready to go, ready to cook. So listen, big up people, man. Sorry for the wait. Sorry for having you guys waiting. We will try to do better next week. Anyway, Trav.
Yeah,
who's
bro.
in the house, bro? I don't know if you got that ready.
Let me greet the great defeaters right now, man. I see a lot of us in here. Can we please smash the like button on the way in? That is much appreciated, guys. We apologize for the delay today. Let me hold on a second. I don't know where my time is synced up, bro, because right now the new champion is looking very different.
Bro, make the champion whoever you want to be champion, bro.
I mean, I don't even know if this guy's even tried to compete for the belt, bro. This is just...
What have you got on your thing?
SB at 7 minutes past 8, bro, as the new lineal, bro. I don't know how...
Is anyone arguing with him?
Is anyone arguing with lineal being the champ? Who's the champ as far as the chat goes? Obviously, my calling is the one that's final, but I just want to know what people are saying, bro. I mean, I'll let the comments do what the comments do, bro, but we'll see. Raj is saying, everyone knows I'm the champ. Ask anyone. North Bank Brennan saying, Raj.
And then you know what Raj has done then. If they're not arguing, they know who the champ is. They're going to be honest because we had the wrong judges in it. And we've now got better judges.
All right, cool.
And they're saying it's Raj.
Cool, say no more.
Are you agreeing with it though?
We'll let them, should we just let them, for this week, we'll let them cook. Raj, lineal champ, once again, well played. I mean, at this point, it's not even competitive. It's just, you're running your own race, my guy.
Yeah. Well, but we're used to this now as well. Because this is what his whole career has been about.
It has. Shouts out man like SB, Sasha English, Spoker D, Gene Anthony Perrott, Hija Selassie, Star Fox WR45, man like Level Sports, Lucas A, Roots First, big up Undefeated, Joe Blackman.
Yo, man like Joe inside.
Come on. J Webb, Star Fox WR45. Hey, come on. He goes, Travis is probably on the red carpet somewhere. ... again. I rate it, bro. But no, I was on my way here, fam. Shouts out to Navinder Singh, Riaz Mukadam, Life of Bodge, Colabello, man like Rico, Punit. Come on, bro. I ain't seen you in a while, man. Big up to you, bro. Mulla, Big Papa. Calling man Big Papa's crazy. Man like Noble Man, Ali Hussein. All right, we're here, man. We're here. Jonathan Johnson. Big up, bro. Yeah, we're here now, man. Let's cook.
Have you seen The Gloves Are Off?
I've watched a bit. I haven't finished it.
I finished The Gloves Are Off.
Talk to me, bro.
I'll help you right now.
Talk to me, bro.
Okay, so this performance from Ben Whittaker, was elusive. Very elusive.
Okay.
To the point when they asked him, what was your injury? What happened? Why? Like, what? How do you explain what happened to you? I don't need to explain anything. It was spinal. It was everything. It was whatever. Like, he batted so much away. It was how he moves in the ring is what he was trying to give us.
Oh,
I hear it now. I would be with you. Yeah, I would be with you, Trav, if it was planned. This was his get up. It was like he would be trapped. I think, you know the truth. Basically, I don't think he could prove his point properly.
Okay.
So it's like, I'm not going to give you that. And if I try to almost sound like, this is why, you can find a hole in it. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not accepting anything. I'm going to be in a position when I say to myself, yeah, please, for me as well. I'm going to be in a position where I say to myself, you know what? Please. You know what? There you go. Perfect. With my situation, I'm basically not going to accept anything. You said I was tired. Yes, I was tired. You said that was this. Yes, I was this.
Okay.
He was basically, it was not. Now, Johnny Nelson wasn't happy.
Yeah.
With this. He said the public's not going to be happy. Why? I think he's thinking to himself, I can't do nothing about the public until the fight. So I'm not gonna do this.
And to be fair, he's not wrong.
Yes.
In that regard, the approach could definitely do a little bit of cleaning. But in terms of, I'm not going to sway the opinion of people who've already made a decision ahead of the fight. At this point, it is up to you to just go in there and mash man up. That's it. That changes the convo. Now it's a case of it doesn't matter. Because realistically, let's look at it like this. Goes in there, beats him up. Yeah. However it goes, clean, unanimous decision, KO, whatever the fight looks like. As long as he wins, you go back and you say, yeah, that was some foul play from there. And we just keep it moving.
I'm not going to tell you that I liked it, though.
Okay, let's fair.
So this
I haven't.
is-
I remember. I
this-
haven't.
you
I haven't seen all of
fully.
it. I haven't
You
seen all of it. Yeah, yeah.
I could see what he was doing. Yeah, it was crazy because like his opponent right now, he's got confidence and he's living the boxer's life, as in he's really tuned in. So what, it weren't explosive, it weren't fireworks, but one thing I came away from the gloves rough knowing is this one is going to be explosive. This fight, because he's like, I got your respect before you didn't respect me, before you took me lightly. He made a lot of points. He made a lot of points. If it's a 12-round fight, it's crazy. Cameron's better. He's going into the fight.
The round debacle is madness as well. But let's leave it like this here. In terms of a fighter revealing injuries, right? Because Okolie didn't reveal his injuries. Well, we spoke to his brother.
Yeah.
And we doubt those injuries are going to be revealed publicly.
Yes.
AJ's been away for a while because of injuries.
Yeah.
We can pretty much say ahead of time those details are not going to be revealed.
Dubois hasn't revealed.
He hasn't revealed the extent of the...
No one reveals their sickness.
So this is the thing. So it's one of the ones where you say, okay, in the moments where you're an active fighter and does revealing your injuries help?
No, he can't get away with what happened. He doesn't get that. He doesn't get to stand on this because he went quiet. He was out of the sight and stuff. He knows what happened. He's fully aware. He messed up. When I watched it, he messed up. There was a part of it where he kind of alludes to, I changed trainer and I was getting back to another trainer, and basically it was like, I didn't turn over every stone that needed to be turned over. I think
that was clear with the performance though, because he did, like, I'm not trying to take anything away from Cameron.
Yeah, he
fought a very different Ben Whittaker than the ones before. Now you can argue that he made him fight differently,
and that's what happened.
No, you can argue that, or you can argue you tried to knock him out to silence the noise. Because remember,
there you go.
He sat in the pocket and tried to bang.
You go, Trav. So now there's many elements. He underestimated this man. There's the Saudi element and trying to put on a show.
Oh, I forgot
for everyone in Saudi.
Card, yes.
Everyone trying to do, I'm Ben Whittaker. I need to let everyone know, listen, I'm the main event. I'm the main ticket. So I want to do that. There were so many things he did. And then he dragged him into a fight. Ben Whittaker described it as two guys fighting in Weatherspoons. Yeah, licked. And he goes, that's my kind of fight. Cameron said that's the kind of fight that I'm trying to have. That's how I get down, basically. But where Cameron is very dangerous, he says, I've never believed in myself before this moment. I've always felt like an underdog. I believe in myself and I can beat this man. What I like about this fight is that there's a lot of things that could tip the scales in the wrong way for both men. Because Cameron in scales for Cameron can't lose.
No. Cameron can lose because Cameron's confidence might not be the best thing to not feel like you've got the world to prove. Like if he's coming this thing confident and he's overconfident because he thinks he's got the beating of him, that could work against him.
No, but I don't think it's overconfidence because of that, because Cameron's understood his career. They was talking about his journey, right? And he was basically saying, listen, I've messed it all up for myself. And I don't want to change that because it's made me who I am today, but I can't go back to the man I was before. So he's locked in. This is not Ruiz.
Yeah, that's fair. What I'm saying is these are good talking points, but I'm talking about the confidence for Whittaker. Like, do you understand? If there isn't a logical approach to how to deal with this type of opponent, because you're not going to experience any of those things again.
We don't know that.
I don't think Whittaker's not going to come in and try and stand in the pocket and throw big shot 1-2.
No, he's not
digging his feet down to try and knock him out. I don't think it's going to be that at all.
No, but Cameron's basically saying is you get tired, and everyone I fight gets tired when they come in with me. It's the point that he's saying. He's saying I'm going to get you there. 12 rounds. I'm going to get you. You're going to be in a bad situation early because you don't have the gas tank. And then they were talking about quit. And then Ben Whittaker in the piece was like, Ben Whittaker. He was talking about there's like what people say about you, this, that, and the other, and he's owning. He's like, when he's owning it, he's basically, it's an elusive performance. It's an elusive. Now I don't know how people at home, you lot let me know what you think. How did you respond to his gloves of Ross? Because some people might have thought it stunk. Like I understood what he was doing, and I feel that if he wins the fight convincingly, it totally worked, and He said he's going to give the mic to him because he's been doing all the talking since. He said, Cameron, you have this mic. Tell them what happened. That's what he said he's going to be on fire. It just has to work. I
saw this tweet from Liam Cameron's page today, and he says, "Boxer have my terms to accept the change to accept to change the fight to 10 rounds, but they are refusing to send me a contract to vary the deal, and are trying to suggest they can change the rounds without a contract. Going into a fight week not knowing how many rounds I'm fighting is a joke for me and for my opponent. As I post this, it's still a 12-round fight."
They're making mistakes.
Listen, Ben Shalom is defo doing a mazza.
You hear the arguments that they're having. They're like, it's mad. I've been listening to them argue on TalkSport, and they're just making mistakes, bro. Mistakes. But again, we'll find out. You lot, call in, let us know what you thought about Ben Whittaker's performance in the gloves are off. Did it stink, or did you understand what he's doing? Do you still think it's a quitter? Let us know. Got to move on, bro, because there's something massive happening. Again, while my guy, you know my guy Boatsy, while he's still waiting for a title shot, it looks like your guy.
Well.
Boxing is mental.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
So for the state of play, for the people that don't know, we'll get to Boots. Don't worry. We promise we're going to get there. But I just want to give you an update quickly. So where we are with things right now, is
where we are.
Bivol Beterbiev has to happen, and they're forcing it. They're making sure it happens, and he's no longer the champion.
So Bivol has he's given up he's vacated the WBC.
By force, which is disgusting from Suleiman as well, because
it's not even from him. Bivol was letting him know, "Nah, I'm cool."
No, but they were forced. They were forced to do that defense against him. They were almost saying, "Have this fight as soon as possible." I watched Fury be the WBC champion and hold that belt hostage for the longest time. How long was he retired for?
Nonsense,
and
bro.
No one said, we're rushing it now. There was no energy like this. Bro, this guy's just fought a unification, and why does he have to vacate? Why is the need right now? Why does he have to fight Benavidez? Can't you look? Wait, he's still fighting top level opponents. I don't understand.
I reckon it's a jostling at the moment where they want their belt to be free of like Turkey and that kind of stuff. Because remember, there's some statements have been made about the belts that maybe Solomon and them guys didn't like. So they probably just bring, we're going to try and mess up the party. And I'm glad, because the WBC haven't acted correctly over these years. They've been doing some janky stuff. They've clearly got their favorites. Remember the Charlos had the belt for however long. For whatever reason he was out the ring, they were just like, no, don't worry, man. Everything's all good, bro. That just making people like you're what's the champion that when they elevate you? What's it? I can't remember what it was, but it's a Loma. And they just push you up and there's now another belt as the stop this foolishness, bro.
Interim champion and all these other
pure BS, bro. So I'm glad it's kind of played out that way, just to be like. The only thing I'm not excited about is the third Bivol Beterbiev fight.
No,
I like it. I like it, and I think Beterbiev deserves it. He's just his first loss. Let him go and see him again. But at the same time, I'm kind of excited at the movement around the division.
We could have still got movement though. We could have still got movement without them stripping. This doesn't make sense. As you said, like the Charlos, Fury. There's been so many fighters that why are you not trying to fix it up with me, who's been active? I'm an active fighter.
He's been fighting.
I'm an active champion, and I'm getting treated like this. Again, it's them things of boxing. We say, well, these are the unfair things about boxing. Oh
my gosh, Jam Down 187. You're right. He goes, Suleiman didn't want any Russian to fight for the belt at a time that Beterbiev was champion. Remember all of that talk there. So the minute he gets the belt, now they're just like, hey, come here, real quick, come outside, quickly fight my man.
Can you imagine?
It's janky.
It's janky. There you go.
But even still, like Bivol is getting really like a bigger payday for fighting Beterbiev again. Blessed. So fighting Benavidez right now is not exciting now. But let's look at the lay of the land.
What's happened now since then?
Benavidez is now the champ, right?
Yes.
He's now looking at potential offers and who he can fight to defend the title, right? Callum Smith is the first obvious one. But Callum Smith is, Eddie Hearn was saying, he's the interim to the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol fight.
Yeah.
And that's clearly a bigger fight money-wise now. So he's looking at it like, I'm probably going to hold on to this. So
and he hasn't got a long career left as well for Callum. He's
exactly.
Like, I need to,
Benavidez' team were like, we're not going to stick around and wait. So if it's not Callum Smith, then Yarde. And if not Yarde, then Zerdo at Cruiser. I think it was, have that Zerdo fight. And I was just like, flip me, boy.
Yarde's not going to turn it down because where Boatsy is right now, I can't see him picturing. That's not happening. If this is there, if there's a title shot, I can only dream it, believe it, become it. Them man are saying, we're going for that.
Beat Arthur and then go get the Yarde fight.
This is it.
Yeah.
Now, again, we're doing that thing in boxing. Are you aware of what we're doing in boxing?
What are we doing, bro?
Beat Arthur and then.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean,
it's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
I'm no disrespect to Arthur. I don't feel like he's a big enough challenge for Yarde. But every time we've said you've got a title shot next,
I know, bro.
We're not learning from this situation. Maybe you know, like something annoying could happen in that fight. It can. You'd hope at this point in the game that we've learned all our lessons and we just do what we are supposed to do. Lyndon fighting for the title. That's what he's fought for the title before. Lyndon fighting for the title.
He fought Bivol. Yeah, I honestly cannot see that he loses. Yarde, I'm talking about. I can't see Yarde losing the fight. I see him knocking him out and kind of closing the story. But at the same time, it's just
past anyone, man. We've learned this so many times. We cannot look past you have a fight.
Well, at the end of the day, this fight is just to qualify, not overlooking anyone. This is a trilogy we're talking about here, which it shouldn't have been, but it is what it is. This is where we are. So they shouldn't be looking over him. But that Benavidez fight, if that comes knocking, we can bet Yarde is going to take that fight.
And people at home, tell us, because we got to keep it moving. Tell us what you think about that one.
Yes.
Get involved. We'll break it down. We'll pod and talk about all this stuff anyway. But yeah, let us know what you think about that one. Also, last chance, people, get your tickets to our live event tomorrow. See, there's a lot of people in the house right now. There's 228 of you. We're going to do some little housekeeping. Hit the like button right now. Don't know what the likes are, but I can imagine they're not great. You lot, hit the like button right now. Also, the link will be in the description. The link will be there below. It'll be in the chat. We'll put it in there now. Go and get your tickets. Lastminute.com. Get those tickets. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
A lot of people are going to be there. You're going to see a lot of the family, Great Defeaters, EF Gang, all present, sir. Hopefully see you as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. Hey, brother.
Yeah, mate.
This is the performance I was looking for.
Yeah, I like Ennis, man.
This was the performance I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Stanionis. There was a lot of people saying, who Stanionis. It's funny how people switch sides.
Yeah.
Very quickly, right? Because obviously Stanionis in his style, he's gonna press you the whole time.
Yeah.
Boots and his body shots, yeah. The investment in the body was ruthless.
Mean.
It was ruthless. That was the, you say stand-up performance, breakout performance. Okay, I've set down a marker because we saw a couple fights. I think it was 2 fights ago. Something was like,
it's because he gets hit a lot.
Yeah,
that was the question of. It wasn't that he was in trouble.
Yeah,
it's just, bro, you take a lot of clean shots to the face, fam.
Yeah,
but bruv, this guy is just a problem. A well-rounded fighter, but his punches are they're mean looking, bro.
It's the way that, and I think it's the loading up on them as well. Yeah, we can do better than that. 73 likes. We can do way better than that.
230 of us.
You lot hit the like button right now. Let's go. Hit the like button. We'll take a chill, bro. We'll take a chill pill. We can take a chill pill. Read the comments. Yeah, man. We'll start again when we get to 150,
cool. Bro. We got here's a comment here from Blackson of Krypton. He said, Boots smokes Ryan Garcia. Oh, that's not even a conversation.
But it was a conversation before.
At one point, maybe.
It was a conversation. That's what I'm saying. When. A fight ago, it was when he had that bad performance. You lot hit that like button, man. We should tell me when we're at 100. We should be at 100 by now. They're all here. Like,
come on, guys. Smash the like. There's literally 228 of us in this chat right now. Hit the like button and win so we can move forward. What's this now? Anthony YouTube is saying Boots is a weight bully, though, if we're being honest. No one wants to have that convo. It's an interesting one. Because
does he make weight?
He does make the weight. But so in terms of, but when you look at how someone is on the weight, like when they have the extra, You know when they have the extra weigh in? What was the? I can't remember exactly when they did it.
Let's make sure that we're 100 before.
Oh, say no more for it.
We're not 100. 84.
84. Come on, guys, man.
We chill.
Let's get to 100, guys. Let's hit the like button so we can move forward, bruv.
By the way, this is our show, man, so we don't know waste your time. So, bro, we gotta be this way, bro. We gotta be this way, bro. Do you know? I flew back from Riyadh this morning, fam,
that's so
and I knew I need to be here, bro. She's telling me we can't get 100 likes.
When I woke up this morning, I tried to phone you, and the phone didn't even ring. I said, I don't even know where this guy is, fam.
Bro. He's telling me that's not even. Come on, man. That's light work. At least if I can, I ain't slept. I didn't see my family. I came straight here, straight to the studio. I think you looking at the like button. What we doing? Like,
where we at now, bro? 92. 8 more, guys.
Yeah, man. That's too crazy, bro.
8 more, guys. Come on, man.
I just go home. I could have just chilled with my family, bro.
I just want a pod, bro. Like
I thought Mondays is important to them, so I come out my house.
That's it. 105.
Let's get to work.
All right, cool.
Important, bro.
Nah, I hear it. Nah, so a lot of these people just like saying he's a weight bully and stuff like that. I mean, that's end of the day, when you make the weight legally, you do what you're supposed to do. Whether or not he looks gaunt on the scales is a conversation for him and his team.
Because that will be his own problem. If he's a weight bully, similar to what we had with what's our fighter, Hamza Shiraz, when it just didn't work, they will get caught out for themselves.
Yeah.
In that situation, he's boiling down. It's not doing him any favors. You bang all these people that get into the man strength and still staying there to be a bully. They should get found out at some time because they just can't keep up. They're too gory. They can't. But that was a man that was very comfortable throwing them shots.
But also,
perfect.
Also, I think when we talk about Boots Ennis, he's a special fighter. That's what I will say. He's a special fighter, and everybody isn't a special fighter. Some of these guys, they're good. They're at the weight and they do their thing. He's a special fighter. When he's on the offensive, brother, he's a problem for everyone.
Yeah.
I would love to have seen him in Crawford. Like where he is now and where Crawford was at that weight.
And Crawford can't even come back anymore.
He's too committed to the Canelo thing. His body is going to be completely different now. Errol Spence would get finished.
I rate Stanionis' corner though.
Yeah.
They said, big man, this ain't getting your way. You know that last round, he's looking over at him like, I'll mash you up, I'm hurting you. No, they're staring at each other. Corner said, let's stop this because he weren't turning that fight around. It was never going his way. Nose was busted open.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? I don't want to Errol Spence you where I don't know when you're going to fight again.
You're just going to get cooked.
You just got cooked. We don't need to do that. Guess what? It might be, obviously ego-wise hurts a bit, but you'll get to fight more. You get to look after the fight. So it was good corner work. Some people might disagree. Let me know when you lot call in as well. We spoke about this, bro. This is the funniest thing. Two more things before we open the lines.
Cool.
We had this conversation.
Shannon Briggs is back, bro. Shannon Briggs is back. I can't believe it, bro.
What is going on?
And what's mad is that he came out and said, I never really retired. Like, people just weren't trying to make the fights. I'm like, brother.
So he's back in the heavyweight division.
Fam.
He's back mixing it. You know, we said, what is it going to be like? Prime. Remember
Prime Shannon Briggs was here today.
He's probably watching the show and said,
I'm still here.
Shannon.
I'm still here.
I'm still in my prime.
I'm still here today. Do you mean what if? Let's go again. And there's mad like the mad talk that he's coming out with it that he's saying he wouldn't mind fighting Wilder. Said it'd be great for Alabama.
You know what? It's a circus.
What are you gonna say? You think he takes him in it? Oh man. And the maddest thing is, and I will start.
That's one loss that you can't have.
I will make this point.
I'll
tell you what. Let me make this point, and I'm gonna stand on this with 2 feet, 10 toes all the way.
Yeah.
I know there is one world level round in Shannon Briggs.
There's no chance.
There is one world level round in Shannon Briggs. You got to remember, he's a one round man. Yeah. I'm telling you, he's got one round in him that is dangerous for modern fighters.
Now let me say this to you. Remember, because I saw him do kung fu. I saw him spin around like Kylie Minogue. I'm talking about
Wilder.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Kylie Minogue
But
reference
now-
is crazy in
Spinning
2025.
around.
Yeah, I know. I got it straight away, but
yeah. I saw him do that.
Mhm.
Now, even though I did see that, I have to remember this is not an uncle inactivity. This is a different uncle. This is like, again, this is the descendant.
it's a different uncle.
It's a different type of uncle because you haven't fought in ages. He doesn't fight. He can't gaslight us into thinking he's been an active fighter.
Mm.
You're not around. The only fight that I wanted to see at one stage was David Hay versus
Briggs at that
Briggs.
time.
And that was when David Hay was on Dave.
He was on Dave, the comeback settings.
Do you know how long ago Dave ain't even doing? David so far removed.
Dave
They're back to 1 foot in the grave. That's the shows they do. That's the shows they do, bro. UK gold in that, bro. Stop this.
That's a 1 foot in the
Bro,
grave.
that's the shows they
I
do.
don't believe it.
Believe it. So him, nah.
Flip sake,
But
fam.
if and again, this is like anyhow.
The only one.
Wilder was to lose. Everyone's fight against Wilder. You see that Fury trilogy? Throw it in the bin.
I'm telling you now, the only
it.
person who gets me into this unnecessary journey of nostalgia is Shannon Briggs. Only because he's got all the ingredients for one nasty round of boxing, bro. After that, he's fried. It might even be 2 minutes of the round. He might even just have 2 minutes. But I'm telling you, bro, you gotta get out of the way of his.
No, because while you're taking the pisses, have you ever opened like the pantry and there's that tin in there that's been in there for time and you think that's good ingredient? It's off. The tin looks the same, but those ingredients, don't open that tin.
You know what's
Don't
bad is
open it.
you know what's bad? The first more you go, it's kind of fruit.
tart.
It's kind of what it's
No, you can't. It's tart, bro. You're like,
the consistency is not good. The consistency is not the same. But you stir it, you're like, no, it's still calm, bro.
Nope.
What's this? Trav needs to stop trying to make Prime Shannon Briggs a thing. He got knocked out by a journeyman. He was not that good. Listen, no, I'm not trying to say that he was some old-time great. Prime Shannon Briggs in the first 3 or 4 rounds was a nightmare. Yes, you can win, but it's not a guarantee you get out of those rounds. So why I'm saying that if anyone's going to come back here of that recent modern era, it's going to be Shannon Briggs because he can have one decent round. Outside of that round, he's going bed. He's going bed.
Stop this. All right, let's get to our final thing. I thought this was really interesting, actually.
Post.
Dillian. Oh, I saw him on TalkSport. I saw him
on TalkSport. There's more.
Yeah, talking to Gareth A. Davis, saying, "Listen, this Dillian guy, he don't want me, bro. We've offered him the fight already. He said his words. Dillian is afraid.
Wow.
He said Dillian is afraid of me. Him, Gareth A. Davis. They was both wearing glasses, and he said, "Look, we've offered them the fight. It makes sense. What I don't like is Reactport has been removed from the situation.
They've moved Reactport out of the mix.
Doesn't do boxing, maybe or something. I don't understand how he's been thrown out of it. But
Ain't it Fashion Week soon? I'm not sure if it's coming up. Milan or something. Look, man, schedules clash all the time. You know what I mean? Different priorities.
No, James, that's how I voted. That's how I voted. James, no, that's something I would do.
So this is Lawrence Okolie's post, yeah?
Oh my God.
Lawrence Okolie's post, he goes, although we've had, it's mad because when a post starts like this, it starts off like it's about to be love, yeah? It's a picture of Okolie and Dillian White. He goes, although we've had our differences in the past, I'd like to wish Dillian White a happy birthday and peaceful retirement. He's been a great ambassador for the sport and proves being juiced off your tits isn't a recipe for success. It's inspiring to see him leave the sport on a high after his recent pay-per-view shows against Tete and Hammer. Nasty. He goes, I truly believe those are the kind of shows that shape the landscape of boxing into what it is today and encourage powerhouses like Riyadh Season and TKO to enter boxing. This type of trolling here.
To write down someone's birthday card is the worst part as well. It's his birthday.
And Dillian obviously got in the comments. He goes, well done, my son. You are learning. But it's one of them ones where it's like, you know that that irritated him just a little bit. Not like I'm pissed off, but just like
no, it's interesting. Remember,
on my birthday.
On my birthday, You know, but then at the same point, yeah, this guy, it makes sense. Like, think of the ranking. He's well ranked now. And you've been waiting for a title shot again because obviously the timeout against Fury wasn't the best, right? This is the best route. There's no other, because he said he wants to fight. He asked Ajit Caballo. They offered Caballo. Caballo doesn't want to get out until September. Okay. So he's saying, I need to do something in the summer. Dillian makes sense. Dillian's healing. Dillian should be ready to go. It is crazy. I actually feel for React because he didn't pull out the fight, but it feels like he pulled out the fight. Yeah. And it's like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense unless
he needs to fight again soon
for it to be gone as well. It just doesn't make sense why we're here. Like, and Okolie's calling out a new fight when we was waiting for that fight.
You know what I can say though, yeah, which I do find interesting. There's a new confidence in Okolie at heavyweight.
It's wicked.
He's definitely, you know, when someone's like, nah, I'm different. I'm different now. It's rejuvenated him. Yeah. I feel like I'm excited to see what this looks like because something is giving him this confidence. Because he never used to talk like this at cruiserweight. Well, I think even as champ.
Yeah, but I think he understands the state of the business. Cruiserweight was a dead division. Like, he done what he need to do and he done it well. But I'm saying, now there's a lot of money, heavyweights where it's at in it. Yeah. And there's enough heavyweights about for me to mix it, and there's money to be made. Are you with me? So he's now one fight away from, because he said this is his plan. He said, I want to, if they ask him 3 names, he said, I'd like to fight Dillian, Caballo, fight for a title. That's my route. Yeah. And I like that route. I'm not arguing. If any other boxer said, this is the route that I want to fight for a title, no matter, don't care who's holding it. Yeah. You can't begrudge a man that says, because the Dillian fight, we all want to see it. Caballo was the next guy up in terms of what we've seen him do. And fighting for a title, fantastic, phenomenal. That's what we want to. And yeah, what arguments can I have with that?
Can he beat Dillian White in your book? I think he can.
He should be able to. We saw Dillian versus Uncle in it. I don't know if Dillian's going to be motivated. But there's enough bad blood that Dillian might, like Big Bro says, you're not beating me up today.
Yeah, that might get you.
I'm your big bro. You're not, because even the Well Done is a bit big bro-ish. You know what I'm saying? He's in the chat like, you're learning.
It's true. Even when you go back to that leaked sparring footage when he was quite making clean work of Dillian in that sparring. Yeah. And I remember saying to Okolie in the interview we did, and I was like, bro, what you were doing in that sparring session, you don't do in your normal fights. And he goes, yeah, but when you're in there with the heavyweights, them guys can't move like how I can move, so I can do things. And I'm like, maybe that's leveled up even more to the point where he's got like a different element to his game that he can kind of, you know what I'm saying, find and exist with these heavyweights, because something's giving him additional confidence.
Something's making him feel like I'm ready to mix it.
I'm curious to see what it looks like, man.
All right, cool. Well, we got a timer. I'll just make sure I'll have it. It's going to be 5 minutes per call, man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 5 minutes per call. You lot call in so we make sure we get a lot more people on, because I notice sometimes we do open the lines and some people don't get on. Can't have that, man. Everyone's got to get the opportunity. So hit the link. Let's get talking. There's 266 of us. I want to know your feeling, because I know a lot of people have opinions on what Ben Whittaker did in that Gloves Are Off.
Facts. Also, there's other news as well. Just while people are coming on, TKV and Adelaide, the rematch has been ordered. The result stands.
Oh yeah, I think I had that. Wait.
That's minor.
That's all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, the result stands, but the rematch has been ordered.
All right, let's go. Lineal's here. Lineal,
what's going
on? What's going on?
Ollie, start the timer, please. Yeah, talk to us.
What's the starting topic? You guys name it.
Ben Whittaker.
Ben Whittaker. Have you seen the Gloves Are Off?
I ain't seen the Gloves Are Off, but I was saying to my friend the other day when it came to Boots that he needed to go in there and it was make or break for Boots. And the same thing this weekend is make or break for Ben. I think I still need that confidence from him, but he needs to humble himself in a way to not get in his own way. As in, I know he likes to be the trickster, but be humble enough to say, yo, I need to evolve and evolve. That's my thing for him. I think right now it is make or break, because you know how this nation is. They don't like a confident guy. So I dare him to put in either a bad performance or a loss. It it'll bury him. Honestly,
That's interesting. I don't think it will bury him, but it puts things in a bad place.
We're talking about Ben.
Ben Whittaker losing, right?
He can't bury him because they asked him that question. They said, if you lose, what happens to your career? And he's like, no, I'm not going to lose, but it can't bury him.
he would have to say that, though. I want a boxer to say that. He's supposed to say that. He's supposed to have that mindset. But I'm talking as the public that's seen him, because think about it, he was having all these flashy performances that, you know, was polarizing. Some love, some hate, but at least they cared. And then it started to get to the point where his second to last fight against, I've forgotten the guy's name, and the guy was just as athletic as him, and those reflexes they normally uses weren't going off. Because I even remember
my Nigerian guy.
No. Before him, sorry, the third to last guy. What's the guy before the Nigerian?
I'm gonna just quickly.
He even brought him in his training camp after, because he was just like, "Right, that was good work." So then my thing is with, sorry.
No, I didn't know that he brought him into his camp afterwards.
I remember. Well,
who? Leon Willings. Leon.
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay.
They trained. I don't know if he. Let me not say camp, but they trained.
Okay, cool.
And I think it was an indication of, yo, this is the next level, and you can't be. We want to see some of that crazy stuff that you're doing, but you need to adapt. And I think that was his issue, where it came across like you're not adapting what was working before. We want to see it evolve. I don't want to see it go, but adapt it. And I think that's what this fight is going to show. I think him being
also with the camp. That's right. He's got Andy Lee in the camp. That should be. And you know what's funny? It's like fighters do funny things in boxing. It's like they take a loss or, you know, don't look so good, and they just immediately just change camp. I see Hamza Shiraz has joined Andy Lee's camp as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a busy gym now.
Yeah,
that could be good for the gym, though. That could be good for the gym. Because there's two. Well, that's good because they got two people in that got a lot to prove. Ben Whittaker does have a lot to prove, but he understands it. What I liked about that interview was he was basically saying, I know the role that I play in this thing. I know how you feel about me.
Yeah.
So he's understood, and he's on smoke. He's on smoke. Let's move on though. What about Boots Ennis? What do you think about that? Because now everyone now saying Garcia's a problem now.
Why is Garcia? Why is Garcia getting mentioned outside of him being TikTok famous or social media famous? The guy's not done nothing. You didn't do nothing at 140, and he ain't done nothing at 147. I don't understand how he's got all this hype outside of, obviously he's got the social media fame. I understand that, but in terms of people that actually know boxing, why is he being mentioned? He ain't done nothing at no weight class.
I mean, even the Devin Haney thing is like, bro, it's drugs, fam.
Drugs.
Now we're acknowledging the drugs.
That's why I said he ain't done nothing at 140. He's literally never won at 140.
I acknowledged the drugs before, and we done a show, and I was like, everyone's hating on Haney because they just dislike Haney. Now we're recognizing the drugs in the system. I was saying, look, drugs could have had a big part to play with that. It's like, oh, drugs can't do that. Like, I remember the calling. I remember the day we was talking about the drugs. Now the drugs.
Nasty work.
Hey, bro, what do you think of Shannon Briggs' comeback, fam?
Once again, to take a phrase from Adrian Broner, take the L out of lover is over, brother.
So hold on, wait. Are you saying you don't even see slightly my vision about him being dangerous for a round?
There is rice at home. Go and eat, granddad.
No.
Home and eat.
Lastly, Dillian Okolie.
I'm sorry, Rap Paul, man. You gotta move to the side. You'll book that fight expeditiously. Book it. And Dillian needs this as well. That's
my thing. Dillian's not acting like he needs this.
He needs this. This is the fight to make. Rap Paul, sorry it had to be you, my boy. Go holler Madonna. But that's the fight to make.
Lineal, big up yourself, man. Thank you very much. Stay blessed, bro. That's so disrespectful, man. All right, cool. CN. You know the topics, bro. You know what we're talking about. We got Haney. We got not Haney. We got Boots. We got Ben Whittaker. Did you see the Ben Whittaker thing?
Yeah. I saw the gloves are off, and I see the build up. You see Ben. Did you see the picture he posted? I think today.
Nice. Talk to me more.
Yeah, he posted a picture with Andy Lee. Yeah, he's looking in mad shape.
Oh, I seen that one. Yeah.
I think he's just posted it today. He's like, yeah, all the work's done, innit, with a screaming emoji. But yeah, no, obviously he always looks in shape, innit? But he looks in mad shape. He looks in mad shape. I think with this one, I think he's just gone away and done the work, you know.
What do you think about him not explaining himself? Did it work for you, or do you think, nah, that stunk how he explained himself?
Nah, do you know what? I think he didn't seem like he was taking anything too seriously, man. Like he's just in trolling mode, isn't it? But obviously he knows behind closed doors what it is. So I think he's not even trying to do the talking thing too much this time. Do you know what I mean? I think he just wants to turn up and then just show levels, innit? But
is that because he's what's the name, earned his respect? Would you say Cameron's earned the respect of him, or do you reckon it's just a mindset? What do you reckon it is?
I don't know. I think it's just a mindset, man. I think it's a mindset. I don't think he's earned his respect like that. Because if it's true that if he genuinely wasn't at his best that night and he knows him at anywhere near his best smokes my man, obviously he ain't gonna be respecting him like that because he's gonna think I'm gonna smoke this guy, innit? But boy, I don't know. Do you not think the fight is even gonna happen? Because this 10 round and 12 round thing still don't seem resolved, you know?
I don't think Shalom's put the money down. They can't not use that venue.
And not just that, but Cameron does need this fight. Like the machine is not behind him.
It will just suck it up and do it anyway.
He'll take the fight. Absolutely, he's walking in those ropes. That
do you know who you're dealing with? You're dealing with Queensbury, bro. You're dealing with Uncle Frank versus Ben Shalom. They're gonna do something. They're putting it out there to say, big man, financially pay for those 10 rounds.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but they're going to. Everybody has different leverage, bro. Every brand has different leverage. Yeah, every fighter doesn't have the same leverage. Frank does certain things with certain fighters in a negotiation that he doesn't with others. Cameron is getting in that ring on Saturday.
Yeah,
they're making it difficult with all of this stuff. That's all that's happening here.
It's good to unsettle that side as well, for sure.
No, it's true because Frank even said himself, this is the only fight for Cameron, really. Like he doesn't even know what else he's gonna do with him. So
he signed him just to piss off Ben Shalom.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The beef goes so deep sometimes, man. Man's signing him just for that.
Just to piss him off. But again, if Cameron can gain from this situation, he's going to, like, and the only thing that I'm a bit nervous with Cameron is he's taking boxing serious. Remember when Dillian went on that run when he started, after he got beat by AJ, and he started eating properly, training properly, and all that other stuff? Yeah. Is Cameron about to go on one of those runs?
Possibly, man. Possibly. But I don't know. You got to look at the age as well. How old is he now?
How old is Cameron? Cameron.
He's not
been
fresh,
about for a minute, man. He's been
he has.
29. Is he older than that?
34 years old.
Oh, shit, he's old.
34, and plus, remember, you got to put even more on top of that in boxing terms because he ain't lived the life as well.
That tax of the hard life that he was living beforehand.
Yeah, but then he hasn't got the mileage on the clock though. So then
he ain't got the physical mileage, but the lifestyle mileage is not in his favor though.
But then he likes a slugger fight though, so he likes taking the.
Well, end of the day, like he's got stuff to prove in this fight as well. Because if he comes in and looks and doesn't get anything going in the fight, like it's an absolute washing, this is the end for him.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he gets another fight. No.
Why would he get another fight, bro?
Because
you caught someone on the off night and you got cooked afterwards, bro. I'm telling you, he needs to be able to put in a shift.
Like a Dennis, like he could be in the mix now. That's what I'm saying.
I disagree.
It's one of them fights where Ben could win, but if he doesn't win a certain way, people still ain't gonna respect him. And the same goes for Cameron. If he could win, but again, I guess Cameron could lose. But if he puts up a really good effort, then obviously he's in the mix then, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It's in the mix. That's all it takes. Just your thoughts on Ennis. Yarde. We ain't speaking Yarde, right?
Oh, yeah, facts. Yeah. What do you think about Yarde Benavidez as a potential?
Yarde Benavidez. Oh, man, that's a bad fight for Yarde, you know? And that's a bad fight for Yarde, man. I'm sorry. I know one of you guys loves Yarde, innit? But
we both like Travis is the Yarde super fan. I'm not gonna lie.
One of you's Yarde, did it? Yeah.
Nah,
listen, I will see how he looks against Lyndon, innit? Because if we go by his last performance, it wasn't the best, innit? But if he goes and smokes Lyndon, it might build some more hype for that, you know.
What do you think style wise, matchup wise, when you think of those two? Let's say both on their best.
I think Benavidez is a nightmare style-wise for anyone when he's on his day, man. That guy's a nightmare, bro. He's just so buff. intense.
Dangerous.
You know, he'll make you fight when you don't want to fight. He's just pressures
Yeah,
mad.
he stays right at you.
I
It's true.
don't-
Even Andrade, I rate Andrade as a technical boxer, and even the first few rounds in that fight, you can see Andrade was on his thing in it. But I think Benavidez they call him the monster for a reason. And you know all that Golovkin sparring he had when he was coming up.
Oh
Counting.
yes, I
Counting.
forgot about that.
That's just
Listen,
made him into who he
CN,
is.
amazing call, bro. Big up yourself. Thank you
Yeah,
very
big
much for
up.
calling in. That's a good call, bro.
Yeah,
Good
for real,
call. Let's
for
actually
real.
bring that Yarde conversation as well, actually. Man like Ooze, talk to me.
What are you saying?
sorry.
What are you saying? What are you telling them?
What's going on, bro?
What are we talking? What's going
We got
on?
all the topics, bro. Cannon's back, bro. Ben Whittaker don't want to explain himself. Yarde, Boots Ennis.
Yeah.
Dillian's afraid of Okolie, apparently, according to Okolie.
Yeah, to touch on that, the cannon, bro.
Yeah.
Travis right. He's only got one. He's got one round in him, and it's got one dangerous round in it. No, I wouldn't even put it 1 round. I'd say 1 minute, bro. It's got probably 1 minute, and that's it. Problem is, though, I'm looking at him. He's just going to be another version of Mike Tyson in the ring, and that's probably what he's trying to do. He's going to try to just get that Jake Paul fight. That's all it is.
I wouldn't want to see that Jake Paul
Jake
fight.
Paul beating up another. Nah. You can't put this past
But
Jake.
it'll make it-
If Jake sees a good performance and a good enough performance against Wilder, Jake's going to fight him.
No, Jake won't fight him. If he puts up a good performance against Wilder, Jake is going to fight him.
Like,
you say?
as in, I don't see him beating Wilder. I see him just being able to I don't know what he's going to do against Wilder. Wilder's rubbish as well, though.
If Wilder takes a shot, I don't know if he's going to be able to take it.
Rate Wilder, please, bro. Rate Wilder at least. He was in there with Jimmy Zhang when he did that little
The spin around
ballerina
move.
thing.
Yeah, but Parker
that
was putting
him.
the hands on him as well, and I don't know, man.
What, Parker's up for a world title now, bro. Come on, these guys that he's losing to weren't bums.
Okay.
Yeah, wait.
Alright, cool.
you know
Alright,
what,
so
actually,
let's
hold
see.
on. He's got a point, you know. They're top level.
Okay, cool. So what level does Wilder step down to, and he's smoking, man? Now, what names?
Top like 20. Like if you go to someone
Who?
like Fraser
Oh,
Clark,
20s. You got him in there with Fraser Clark.
What name do you have in your mind? Yeah, of a person that Wilder smokes today.
I don't know if he
smokes
smokes
Fraser
Fraser, you
Clark.
know.
He ain't smoking Fraser Clark.
bro. Let's look. Fraser, yeah. If you look at his career, what performance has he actually done? What fight has he actually done where he's performed well? Apart from the Wardley first fight,
The
right?
first Wardley fight is
I
the one
don't
you
know
can
if
give him.
he's smoking.
Even then,
Who's he smoking?
We don't even know where Wardley is at, to be honest. Wardley's got all this hype because he smoked Fraser.
He's smoking. Is he? Wait, how high are you still rating Wilder? He ain't beating a Torma. He ain't beating a Torma.
Someone said Briggs by KO in 2 rounds.
Stop it. Hey, wait, Joe Joyce versus Wilder.
Joe
Joyce takes too
that's a
many
tough
big
one.
punches.
He takes a lot of big punches.
But we have to
Joe
check if
Joyce-
Wilder has that punch
Wilder's
still.
not got the thing.
Does Wilder still have that punch?
That's the truth.
Joe
We
Joyce
don't
is
even know
really
where-
cracked though. He's not the same.
All right. Someone said Dave Allen. Can Wilder smoke Dave Allen? What Dave Allen did to the Romford Bull yet?
No, stop it.
You don't think Dave Allen could roughhouse?
Now you're being disrespectful.
You don't think Dave Allen could roughhouse
Nah,
that Wilder?
Now you got to disrespect.
Stop
What
it.
are you saying?
Stop it.
Oz.
I think Dave Allen died in that ring, you know. He's already punch drunk. These fighters that you're naming like Joe Joyce and you know, in the last legs, bruv. I'm
Listen,
talking about
yeah.
mentally. They're
Listen.
gonna get early Alzheimer's.
I saw Dave Allen slip some shots in that Romford Bull fight, which made me think, you know what? He
I
might be.
don't know where I don't know where you. So where are you ranking? Where are you ranking Wilder? Like, so do your quick ranking, heavyweight ranking. Where's Wilder for you right now?
It would be a long list before I get to Wilder, bro. It would be a long list.
We can just
Wilder's
go through
probably
don't worry. Let's try and get through it. Usyk is number 1, clearly.
Of course.
We're starting way too high with Usyk.
Yeah,
Let's have some other names in there. Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz. Go down from there. Down from there.
I'd
Big
put
Baby Miller, because he's not beating up Big Baby Miller today.
He's not beating Big Baby Miller. He's not
No
beating
way.
Andy Ruiz. Actually, no, he could beat Andy Ruiz. This is what I'm saying. The performances you've seen,
Ortiz?
Joseph Parker, and
Ortiz,
Tyson Fury, and
Okolie.
what's his name?
He ain't touching
Of course.
Okolie.
Okolie's like
Okay.
top 5. You might have
Caballo?
named these guys that are top.
Jared?
Caballo.
Jared?
Him
Let's
versus
just
Jared
put
would be
the-
nice.
Nice for who?
Yeah, that'd be.
I want to see what
That'd be
Jared's
good fight.
about.
I think
Exactly.
Him versus Hergovich.
Hergovich will beat him.
Oh, smoke him, man.
We
Smoke
don't
him.
rate him, guys.
We don't rate him, but we're trying to see where he is now, right now. What name?
You got him a bit 12,
I
13.
told you Fraser Clark. I told you
Fraser Clark is
Where's
what he
Fraser
said.
Clark? Where would
I
you
think
put him?
Fraser Clark
20?
can beat him.
Nah, you know what? Fraser Clark and Wilder would be a good fight right now. Let's be clear.
I'm disgusted by that.
Because Clark can move a bit. His boxing's a little bit decent. He can obviously get knocked out, but is Wilder going to be able to throw that shot and knock him out?
All right, let's move on, man. I can't believe we got caught up in the Wilder.
Sorry.
Go on. What else you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about the purse bids from Turkey and Dana that they announced. You man saw that article, right?
I ain't seen.
What are you talking about? The potential
How much
pay
they gonna get
splits?
paid for TKO?
Yeah, Turkey came out and said, "Oh, they're not official." But
That's right. Yeah.
let's be honest. But let's
Yeah,
be
'cause
honest.
that
when
was
it's talking
mad.
about 750, it's mad, right? It's mad. But
It was
that's the way
absolute
boxing's
disgrace.
going.
But
The
they,
thing is,
but they said those numbers were wrong though, so we don't really know what they're going to look like.
Do you think they're going to be more with Dana there?
I can't see why it's gonna. It's not a guarantee it's going to be less or equal with, like, for the fact they've come out and dispelled it as nonsense. We don't know what it's going to look like. To be fair,
But the thing is, those numbers could actually work if you're not talking about the stars right now. So you give it like a few years where the stars are retired, the big stars are retired. There ain't no other big stars coming in boxing right now.
yeah, that's fair. It works if you're dealing with like kind of the guys who ain't really names, and then in which case you create a world where it's not a names driven sport anymore. It's a platform based. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're tuning in to watch boxing, and these guys happen to be fighting, as opposed to I'm tuning in for this person. I think that's what that medium can create.
Yeah, but and the thing is, I feel like we're already on our way there.
We're not far. It's actually true, you know. It's actually true.
Because
Wilder's
things
actually fighting, by the
things
way. Bro, you just letting you know, Wilder's actually fighting, by the way. He's fighting on Friday, what you call it, 27th of June.
Who's he fighting?
On BLK Prime PPV.
Oh,
Yeah, Black Prime pay-per-view.
say no more, bro.
And he's fighting Terrell Anthony Herndon. You lot, that Fraser Clark fight is sounding a lot more.
Not far.
Bro, it's sounding, because I'll say he's fighting on a Friday, bro. I mean, like,
That's a proper comeback setting, boy.
that's nasty. Yeah, like, so I don't even know the Don that he's fighting. Bro, so you lot saying Fraser Clark and where he's at as well. It's not even disrespect now. Now that Rumford Bull fight, that's probably the equivalent.
And his opponent is 24 wins, 5 losses, 4 by KO, 37 years old.
That is a proper comeback fight, bro. Damn.
It's a comeback. It's a comeback fight, fam.
He just tried to do it on a slice and no one could know that he's outside.
Even the guy's picture on BoxRec is like, where did you take this, bro? This is yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one still. Because if Wilder doesn't look decent in there against this brother, they could fork in it.
Yeah. Quickly, man, we haven't spoke about Boots. I feel like it's a disrespect.
Oh, I was gonna say that I feel like Staniola's his style of fighting was made for Boots. Boots, whilst I do rate him, that style of fighting made him look amazing. And I feel like maybe I need to take a step back.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Yeah, we know
because that pressure, like the styles mesh well, but saying he's made for him, he had a lot of things that could have been a problem. A bit heavy-handed, but he took a lot away from him with them body shots.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Boots is the good thing about Boots, his body shots and his power and everything. Staniola's was walking onto it. He's trying to walk him down and walking onto what Boots shines, what Boots is good at. So it's like,
but then when you say that Staniola's, in terms of obviously he's got power, but then when there was some shots that were connecting, like Boots just had his chin was on point.
I think the problem with Boots is that he just allows those moments. Like when he's in there with big punches, I think he's definitely going to have to tighten up on them. Like just that head movement or defensive awareness, because it just blanks out, bang, takes a shot. He's good now, but you can't give Crawford and them type of man those
Crawford's
moments.
Is there anyone is there anyone about that you worry for him?
He cleans up his division. He does.
Yeah. I think if he doesn't go up, then he should just be fine where he is. But if he's got aspirations to climb up, then it get tricky. Like you got Virgil Ortiz up there, like you know what I mean. It gets interesting up there.
Yeah. Lastly, talk to us about Dillian versus, because I like this fight. Talk to us about Dillian versus Okolie.
I love Okolie today. Okolie in heavyweight. I love it, bro. That banter. Dillian knows Dillian's not on it. Let's be honest, bro. It's too much of a risky fight, and he knows if he loses this fight, bro, that's basically his career.
It's over.
So he'd rather take them uncle fights, them Ebenezer Tete fights, a couple of them, make a little bit of peace. Because what is
no, but he wanted Franklin though. Franklin, I think Franklin when you talk about danger, isn't Franklin just as dangerous as not Franklin, Big Baby Miller, just as dangerous as Okolie?
Just as dangerous. He's way more dangerous. Big Baby Miller.
He wanted Big Baby Miller though. That's the point I'm making. So why is he afraid of Okolie if he wants Big Baby Miller?
Why wanted Baby Miller?
That's not adding up. The math's not adding up, bro. It's not like it's gonna be what fight's gonna be more expensive. We're gonna make more money. That's the stadium fight.
It's also about the risk. The risk if you lose. If he loses to Baby Miller, his career is still cool. But if he loses to Okolie, and
it's interesting where we've got Big Baby Miller placed in. I think people respect Big Baby Miller a bit more than they did at one point.
Yeah, because we saw that release performance.
Yeah, 100%. And the Dewar performance, to be honest.
Yeah,
even
true.
He got knocked out. 10 rounds, put pressure on him. He got stopped on his feet. Last 20 seconds?
Yeah, it's real, you know.
It was performance. When you consider what he did to AJ the fight after, you have to start putting some respect on Miller's name.
That's real. It's real.
Listen, hey, Oz, big call, man. Thank you so much. Big up yourself. Stay blessed.
Big up, man.
Final caller, Jay.
What's going on, bro?
What's happening? What's
going on, bro? You're bringing it home. Talk to us, man. What are you telling me? You know all the topics. The floor's yours. Ben Whittaker, Boots Ennis.
Wait. First of all, we got to go back to Wilder.
Yes.
I got a question for you, lot.
Go ahead.
If you put Wilder in the British heavyweight boxing scene right now, does he win a British title?
So Adelaide and TKV is those guys.
He's beaten. I don't know how good Wilder is.
Because I don't know what he can take at this point. That's the problem with him. Because he seems so gun shy at this point. Like
he'll knock out TKV, I think. He's knocking out TKV.
I don't know if he comes back from a massive Adelaide left hook.
There we go. Because there's two.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Wait, are we
and
being disrespectful?
You see this Wilder fight?
Hold on, Jay. Are you being disrespectful right now? Because we're talking about a former champion, bro. We're talking about a man that was at the top of as in it was Fury, AJ,
Whoa. KG. He was at the top, but he wasn't at the top. As in, you look at that title reign and you really pick it apart. Was that the top he faced to join the title reign?
There's pure man who he didn't try and see, bro.
And this comeback fight, I respect he needs a tune-up, but you know, the way I see it is that in Call of Duty when you're getting smoked up and you're thinking, yeah, let me change up my class, and you go in the firing range and you tune up your gun. That's what he's doing right now. Now.
Right, hear me out though, because is any of them man beating up, like any of those British man beating up Luis Ortiz? Like I'm talking the Luis Ortiz that he faced. I don't think that man is getting it done.
No, but we're talking about Wilder presently, not Wilder in his moment of throwing the right hand with mean intentions. He ain't even throwing that with no commitment these days.
What you say?
But one thing I'll say, Trav, and that's what made me want to comment today. The last thing that goes is power. So we do need to put some respect on that. So that's why I wanted to see your opinion on if he would win a British title. In my opinion, I don't know. I think he could beat it like a Jamie TKV just because that raw power is there. And if he decides to bring it on a day, he can take out anyone. But Adelaide or anyone that can put some presence, intimidation, some pressure on him, I don't really see. Yeah, Chisora.
Fabio Woodley's cooking him, innit? Fabio
Woodley today is going.
Fabio Woodley's cooking
with the right game plan. Definitely smoking him.
If he rushes him, if he approaches that fight like how he did against Clark and starts landing those bombs, those right hands, he's breaking his spirit.
The maddest thing is that even with the right game plan, Fraser Clark could beat Wilder right now, in my opinion. And I don't rate Fraser Clark that high in the professional game, should I say. I don't want to put disrespect on his amateur career.
Is Chisora beating Wilder today?
That's a very
Oh my god, I was there versus Joyce. You know,
That's
I
a
was in
very
this. I was in the
interesting fight.
stadium. I was there. I saw the energy. I saw this. Whatever he does backstage, it works, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, yeah.
What are you saying? Is he beating him? Is Chisora beating Wilder?
Right now, you can only go off the last performances, and so yeah,
I just don't like.
just a nasty slugfest, but a unpolished Joseph
Chisora
Parker,
killed.
unpolished Joseph Parker performance
He's-
he can put against Wilder.
But then
That's interesting.
Wilder sleeps him. Wilder sleeps Chisora. He sleeps him.
Yeah, he does.
Sleep.
I've seen
bad
Chisora
sleep
take
as
some
well.
hits in his last couple of fights. Obviously, it's not
No, but
Not
the
that kind of
same
hit.
as
I
Wilder.
just feel like I hate the way Chisora's moving right now.
Heavy, like deep breaths. He's tired in there.
The legs.
And he's just gonna walk
Laboured.
onto the
Yeah, it's laboured. It's
man.
And the thing is-
laboured, but
And the thing is, even though Wilder's not throwing that right hand correctly at the moment, it's gonna accumulate bad because they're gonna land.
He will land. He will land. It's gonna be nasty work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have
Yeah, but
Chisora winning that fight.
but I don't know. I with the right game plan again. If
Mhm.
Chisora keeps it in close, he keeps it dirty. The thing is with Wilder as well, he just doesn't have the physical presence, you know, and he doesn't have the ability to put on the weight. So
Do you know why boxing's cooked though? Because we're saying this about can he fight for a British title? Chisora's going to be fighting for a world title. Chisora's fighting for a world title. I
Oh,
wouldn't say
mate.
that again. Yeah, bro. Because
Now that Dubois fight genuinely scares me.
yeah,
Yeah.
that scares me as well. That
it
scares
should
me.
scare all of us.
Yeah.
It should scare all of us. No,
Especially
And,
if Dubois takes a visit to Brazil. Oh, it's long. It's long.
that trip as well. That trip to Rio. Yeah.
Flip's sake, fam.
But let's go
let's-
for the other topics quickly.
Yeah,
What else we
go
got?
ahead, man.
Ben Whittaker.
Benavidez.
Have you not said your predictions for the Ben Whittaker, Liam Cameron?
And what do you think about it? Did you watch the gloves are off?
Yeah, I did, but it was very interesting.
What did you
isn't
think?
It? It's very
Honest opinion.
interesting. I don't know. I feel bad for Ben, man. But at the end of the day, you know what really shocked me? I didn't really consider. I thought he was younger than he was, but when he said like, "Oh, I'm 27," I'm like, if I'm not making the right decisions now, it's a bit late. And I was thinking, in my opinion, his personality and the way he goes about himself, I think he's got some growing up to do, and that will, if he does that in his life, it will also follow in the ring. If you understand what I'm saying, in regards to that Liam Cameron performance, and he found a way out, and he's not really even being clear and concise on really owning up and being a man about the situation and saying, you know, I was gassed or I was injured. Here's the proper proof, and he doesn't even want to put a nail in the coffin in that past,
Yeah.
even in the glove is face off, whatever you want to call it. But also, I did get inkling that Cameron is a bit overconfident, and I was confident Cameron's going to win, but I'm now a bit uncertain. However, if it does go past, the thing is, Whittaker doesn't have the stopping power to stop Cameron, and I'm always going to be worried once it goes past 6 rounds. So how can I not lean towards Cameron? That's the way I'm thinking. I'm not sure what you guys thinking.